Hello, my wonderful Capricorn. Welcome back to Fifi and Gigi's Tarot readings. I hope you're all feeling amazing. Also, happy Monday. It's the first start of the week. And of course, Capricorn, you are the most watched star sign consistently every single week. Thank you for tuning in, which is why, as a thank you, Gigi and I always do your reading first. The first reading for Monday morning, so you don't have to wait, later in the week or at the end of the week. So Capricorn, I'm going to be talking about a topic that is rather sensitive, right? And I say sensitive because I suppose in the love world, there's nothing kind of worse or more challenging, right, than missing a lost love. And that could definitely be someone that we just never really, the one that got away, you know what I mean? Or someone that, we were in a connection and it never really got off the right foot. It definitely could be maybe a breakup, someone that broke your heart. Perhaps you broke their heart. There's many reasons why we would consider someone the lost love, right? So I really kind of want to dig into these energies right now about the person that perhaps you are missing. If you're not missing anyone at all, of course, then I probably would say it's not your reading. But if you are kind of missing, feeling nostalgic, a little bit melancholic, if you're really kind of thinking about someone that you are no longer in contact with, this is definitely your reading. Now, yes, there will be an extended reading, but that extended reading is going to really look at the prospects of this connection. See, in this reading here, I kind of want to get to the point and talk about the here and now, right? The most up-to-date current energies of the person that you are thinking about. And who knows, they may even show that they're thinking about you as well. So over at the optional extended reading, I want to look at the future prospect of this. Moving forward, what can you expect with this person? That's what I want to focus on. I'll be using two completely different decks. They're lined up behind me, ready to use. So all together for you, Capricorn, I'll be using 4 different decks. So if you really kind of want to see a little peek over the fence, right, kind of go through the veil, put a spotlight on this connection, I definitely recommend the optional extended reading. And if you are interested, it's in the description box below. It is the very first link underneath all of the yellow stars, Capricorn. And also, excuse me, before I get into it, we have released a free, it's 100% free, a sample of our Master Tarot course. If you are interested, all that information is also in the description box below. The link is there. So just you feel like you're not kind of purchasing blind with our course. You can kind of see what the course is about. So if you're curious, that's all below as well. Yeah, see? So at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. Of course, they can be any star sign, any age and any gender. But usually the King and the Queen of Swords are someone we have history with, right? They're often depicted as our ex. We know them, they know us. But sometimes that King of Swords can be rather cold, right? And look at that. They look like the Ice King, right? So there's only 3 scenarios here, really. That's it. Either they were very quick to cut you out, you were very quick to cut them out, given the circumstances, or both of you kind of cut each other out. So it was mutual. We just went our separate ways and nobody kind of was calling the other person, nobody checked in, but we'll always have that question mark, right? But this is the thing where it gets quite interesting, is that this is the master of communication here. So Capricorn, given the opportunity, would you want to speak to this person? And if so, what would you want to say? Wow, we got the Empress, the Knight of Cups. I feel that for many of you, there is a reason why I felt guided to do this topic this week. And there's probably a reason why you're watching this right now. It is a timeless reading, but we have the Empress, Taurus, Libra energy, a major card of giving birth to a situation once more. And also, it's a very big card of action with the most romantic knight, the Knight of Cups, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy. Of course, that is, I'm not saying that they're going to do this straight away, but they are definitely emotionally thinking about it, right? And I feel like some of you are as well. This is apologies, it's reconciliation, it's re-sparking the romance here as well. So I feel like, if we are open, that's if you are open to having a conversation, it could lead to something romantic, of course. Ooh, split the deck, we have the Fool. Aries energy, the first card of the major arcana. Usually it's another high action card of new beginnings. Reclaiming the purity and the innocence of this connection. Does not matter the geographical location. Wow. Yeah, the feelings are still there. I can see that with the Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. So it doesn't matter, like I said, if they're a divine masculine or divine feminine. I feel like this person has a special place in your heart. And sometimes, depending on your mood, it's warm and fuzzy. And other times it's like, oh, if I had the chance, I would actually just speak the truth. And that's it. So at the moment, it's a bit too early. It's very raw. We're not even halfway in the reading yet. I like here that you are focusing on self-love, your self-respect, your self-worth, loyalty even to yourself, filling up your own cup first. But I must admit, there is something about your intuition that is stirring. It's almost like you can feel their energy, that they're also feeling you. They're thinking about you as well. The feelings are there. They haven't gone anywhere. Oh. Page of Swords. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. The ultimate messenger, or as the people know the page, that is the true communicator. Now, this is a really interesting card. The most communicative page. Now, I don't know if it's you or if it's your person, but someone here is looking the other person up. This is the spy card. It's highly linked to online activity, looking up different photos of each other, the last text messages here as well. But if you are easily accessible online, this person is absolutely looking you up. They could definitely be spying on you and seeing what is it that you're up to at the moment. And as the true communicator here, it seems that someone here wants to send a message. We know that the Knights mean changes as well. We know that the pages are all about messages. The sword is pointing down, as you can see. So, okay, that could probably tell me we're absolutely not talking. Fair enough, right? Very obvious. Maybe someone has been blocked, right? Or we purposely remove them from our contact list so we know that there's no way we can contact them. The temptation is not there. But I must admit, Capricorn, I really feel that, I don't know, I kind of feel here you're feeling each other's energy. Someone wants to send a message. And, like I said, it's pointing down. There's a lot that hasn't been actually said yet. Something's going to happen. We've got another page. Page of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. That is the surprise card. It's when we really don't see it coming. But it's not like in a bad way as a surprise card. It's usually a really nice, shocking surprise. It's like a lovely surprise, right? Because, as we can see, the page had no idea that in the chalice, in the cup, that there was a fish that is like swimming out here. Again, there's something here about apologies that are due, but it's need to be sincere, not just very whimsical, like sorry about what happened. These are usually messages that are backed by love. They are fueled by emotions here as well. So something's going to happen. I'm seeing that there's movement. 2 pages, 1 night. This is pretty much the big mother of all action, right? Communication, the master of communication, the master of love, self-love, giving love. Another queen. We've got the Queen of Wands. Now this is the Queen of Action. So we've got Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. So very actually interesting because we have healthy equal amounts on the emotional and the physical side of the relationship. And the Queen of Wands, so even if you are dealing here with a divine masculine or a divine feminine, this person's very ambitious. And I feel like many of you are very ambitious to also get to this person to talk. If we have the golden opportunity, I don't feel like you're rushing or you're creating waves or you're running to them. But if the opportunity arose, I see that you would absolutely take action. But yeah, the attractiveness is absolutely still there. The last card here is you. It's the Four of Pentacles. That's Capricorn energy. So I kind of really feel here that we're both still holding on to each other in silence. Worlds apart almost. As the days go on, we are still holding on to each other. Your person is still holding on to you. So if we really look at this, we've got a kind of sweet messages here. Bonus message is the 3 of Cups, Cancer energy. That is reopening up lines of communication. This very well may happen before the end of the year. And of course, that is about, reunion, starting off strong, perhaps just friends. We're just going to be starting off only as friends here, perhaps inviting each other to be a +1, to go to somewhere very fun, very sociable there, for example. But so far, it really looks like there's incoming communication here. Now we've reached the halfway mark. And technically we don't need to clarify, but I want to. Even though these messages are very clear cut, I want to see what else is in store for you. Let's see. In other words, what's part of the message? Why are we still holding on? And the Fours, it's a very big card of stability and our strong platform for us to feel secure, but it's also planning for the future. So you might be literally planning what you're going to say to this person. So I can see that the big theme here, Capricorn, is communication. Who is going to communicate first? Who is going to pick up the phone and call? I don't really see that it's you, Capricorn, because the only real Capricorn energy here is that Four of Pentacles. We've got 4, 3, 2, last one. Here we go. All right. Yeah, look at that. The bottom of the deck is the Lovers, number 6 in the Major Arcana, ruled by Gemini. There's Archangel Gabriel. So Gabriel. It's interesting I said Gabriel. That's actually Archangel Raphael. Gabriel is in charge of communication. So I feel like all of this is communication. But it's asking both of you to make a decision from the heart. It's about choices. It's about healing the connection and having a beautiful soulmate relationship here. What else do we have? We have the Four of Wands, my third favorite card in the entire deck. Four of Wands, Aries energy. Some of you might be seeing the 11-11 sequence right here as well. And of course, it is about reconciliation. It is about, commitment, engagement, marriage. Someone might be changing their jobs very soon. Someone might be also changing the residential address, going to a new house, a new apartment. It's a very big celebration card here as well. It's almost like showing perhaps, and I think we might see more of this energy in the extended reading, is that if we make that choice from the heart, we've got all this waiting for us. You represent home, they represent home. There's something familiar, something warm about this person. If we talk first, now we've got the same Page of Swords, but the sword is pointing up, as you can see. So we've got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. The sword is pointing up. They're looking straight at you. I think there's going to be a very important conversation coming up. Absolutely, with you and this person. I do feel it's a bit delayed. I feel like it's a little bit overdue. But nonetheless, I think better late than never, right? So let's split the deck. Yeah, 6 of Pentacles, Taurus energy, balancing everything out right here. Equal give and take. And as a number 6, my favorite number in pretty much all of tarot here, it means of balance. It means forgiveness. It's healing here as well. I feel like there could be gifts exchanged, especially if you celebrate the holidays, excuse me, towards the end of the year. We're splurging, we're making each other feel really good. So that's kind of like a little bit of a glimpse here into the respective future. So the Queen of Cups, please, is clarified by my second favorite card in the deck. We have the Two of Cups. It's also a card of true love. It is ruled by Cancerian energy here. More reconciliation. It shows two hearts uniting together as one. Definitely kindred spirits. In fact, that Two of Cups says that don't walk away just yet. Don't throw in the towel. Don't give up just yet. So quite interesting because that Two of Cups, like I said, is the card of true love, but it shows when we're actually mirroring each other. That's why we're kindred spirits. It's a beautiful soulmate relationship. So what you're feeling, they're feeling it. How you're feeling, they're feeling pretty much identical here. So this is definitely not just one way, one-sided. This is mutual. And I feel like that's probably why I felt guided to do this reading. So I'm actually seeing that there's going to be a very strong reunion here. All the cards are pretty much showing it. What's part of the message, please? It's for you. We're going to be all talking about you because the shadow side here in this deck is the Devil, which is Capricorn energy. Look at that. I do feel that there is a lot that they want to say. I feel like there's a lot that you want to say as well. I don't really feel that there's any hate or serious animosity or I want revenge. I just feel there's that longing, right? There's that yearning, there's that missing for each other where we are also feeling quite nostalgic about what could have been. It just never really got off on the right foot here. Call it timing, or maybe they weren't ready. Maybe you weren't ready. Maybe there was something, circumstances that were it's like feeling like it was an uphill battle. But I can already see that the conversation here, they really want to talk to you. They're very hyper fixated on you. And you're going to have that golden opportunity if you want to and if you're ready to also talk. But I think we need to absolutely, under the influence of a major arcana, the Fool, we saw the Fool, the Lovers here, is to speak from the heart. What else is part of this conversation? Seven of Swords. Aquarius energy. We literally have someone stealing all these swords in broad daylight. Now we know that the Seven of Swords is a card of deceit, right? Of lying, cheating, stealing, being strategic, trying to get away with something. So perhaps this person is being honest with you that maybe they deceived themselves. Maybe they were not honest with you. Maybe in the past they said they wanted to be with you, but perhaps they weren't ready for whatever reason, right? This person perhaps, I suppose we're not all perfect. They wanted their cake and they wanted to eat it as well, right? Something like that. But, it could even be, sorry that I held back. It took me so long to reach out to you. I kind of feel that this person was probably even lying to themselves, that I'm fine, I don't need Capricorn, right? So not necessarily does it have to be that they were always lying to you. Perhaps they were just lying to themselves. They were deceiving their own heart here as well. But if you see that there was anything to do with dishonesty, I think they're going to put a spotlight on this as well. I just feel like there was something about the circumstances. They were not ideal, but I feel like now both of you are coming full circle and it's going to be more ideal now. The action card with that Queen of Wands, yeah, see? We get the Three of Cups twice. So when we get the same card, it's actually solidifying the actual messages, the energies here. I feel like both of you want this. I really feel that both of you would like to reopen up lines of communication once more. To even start off as friends, just to kind of test the waters, to see, okay, are we still getting along? Are we still compatible and all that? At least feelings will not be hurt, right? But deep down inside, I feel like you both want each other. I can already see that we want something more and they want something more, which is why they'll be taking action. And I see that you're going to be taking action. I almost feel there's something that you really want to get off your chest here. And you're going to be very successful in doing so. Because even though the Page of Swords says we might be talking about the challenging stuff, the awkward stuff that happened in the past, once we get through that, what's left is a lot of clarity. So let's talk about you here. You are in the outcome and you have the World. So we saw the Fool, which was the first card of the Major Arcana. Now we have the last card of the Major Arcana. We've got Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius energy. And even if this is a long distance connection or not, you are coming full circle. It's a card saying congratulations. You've pretty much accomplished everything here. You've learned major lessons and happy to tell you now that Capricorn, the worst of the worst is over. So what's happening now is that it's almost guaranteeing that if you stick around and if you keep holding on to this person, we are probably most likely guaranteed a brand new chapter. So let's get a bonus message. It's you. The Two of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. This is all about choices, decisions, options. Yes, no. How much do you want to trust them again? Are you ready? Are you willing to let them in? So I would say definitely make a decision from your heart. I see all the cards indicating that. But of course, if you need to be practical, if you need to take your time, absolutely do it. I kind of feel you want to cross the T's, dot the I's before you actually even respond here to this person. I feel like you just want to be really sure that they're not going to waste your time. I wanted to get another message. We've got karma. This is judgment. This is Scorpio energy. That's having big epiphanies. It's having a wake-up call. It's kind of you being, in a nice way, judge, jury, and executioner. Really kind of analyzing the situation, doing self-evaluation, and of course, perhaps even giving this person another chance, because that's also known as the phoenix rising from the ashes, which coincidentally, Archangel Gabriel rules that card. And I did say Archangel Gabriel just a few minutes ago. So I kind of feel that it's going to be perhaps a life-changing conversation where the rest is history. So I'm really kind of picking up, this is what's needed, is both of you to come together and speak from the heart here. Especially for some of you, if there's anything to do with trust, white lies, or maybe if you or this person were keeping something not on purpose, but maybe you weren't ready to reveal the truth. Maybe they weren't, but it's all going to come to light. I feel like this is driven by destiny, by our hearts. I see both of you coming together. So that's really what's happening here, more in the immediate here and now. So definitely in the very near future. But over at your extended reading, I want to look at the prospect of this. I want to look at the future prospect and anything else that you should be aware of in regards to this specific person. That's what I really want to dig deep in. I really want to see anything else. Like, let's keep scraping at the bottom of the barrel to see anything else that is hidden, anything else that you should be aware of for your highest good in regard to this person that you are missing, this lost love, which I can already see is not going to be lost love anymore. I see both of you coming back together. So the link is in the description box below for the extended reading. I'm going to jump straight in because it's basically a continuation of this reading. So I'll see you on the other side. If this is where we depart, I wish you the very best. Have a great week coming up because it is Monday. And for those that do wish to see the extended, let's jump straight in. Let's see what else is in store for you and this person. Let's do it right now. Power to you. Thank you for joining me. Bye, Capricorn.